Evening to you. Now, France preparing for a national tribute to the police officer who sacrificed himself, saving a hostage in the process in the terror attack last Friday in southwest France. What's being said?
Yes, of course, Lieutenant Colonel Arnaud Beltrame, 45 years old, a local gendarme down in the south of France, is going to be honoured with a service, a national homage at Les Invalides on Wednesday. But people have been paying their tributes to him throughout the weekend. The world's media, people on social media, and of course French cartoonists, including Placide, who's come up with this drawing, hero with the gendarme's cap and zero for the terrorist. Everyone understanding exactly what is meant by that. Plantu as well in today's Le Monde has come up with a beautiful tribute with a quote from Victor Hugo saying that it's by fraternity that we save freedom. And it really is so apt in this particular case, it has to be said. However, surprisingly, not everybody sharing those sentiments. Even here in France, and a French politician has been placed under arrest. He was arrested yesterday morning because of what he said on Twitter. He basically celebrated the death of the gendarme. He's Stéphane Poussier. He was arrested yesterday, remains in custody. He's accused of justifying acts of terrorism, which is a charge that can carry 7 years in prison and a fine of €100,000. So serious.
Can I just...
Yes.
He was actually gloating about the gendarme being killed.
Yes, the content of the tweet is this. Obviously, the original tweet itself has now been deleted and his account has been disabled. But of course, in this modern day, nothing ever gets wiped away quickly enough. And so lots of people reproducing his words, which are horrendous. Each time a gendarme is killed, I think of my friend Remy Fraisse. Now, Remy Fraisse was a protester, a conservationist who was hit by a flashbang grenade thrown by police. He was protesting the building of a dam and he died subsequently. But what he goes on to say, Stéphane Poussier, is, and it was a colonel, what fun or great. Kelpier doesn't quite have an English equivalent.
It's what a great thing to happen, basically.
It's a gas was one of the ways I saw it translated. He also said it means one less Macron voter. Now, understandably, people were very, very angry about this, including the party that he represented in the last elections, unsuccessfully, I hasten to add. La France Insoumise acted very swiftly, have thrown him out of the party and said that there is no place for that kind of thing within their party. It is, of course, a fairly left-wing party. The leader of that party, Jean-Luc Mélenchon, also spoke out very quickly. He's actually said that he and the party will file a complaint against Poussier. But he also tweeted this, which is a rather strange one, asking the media not to use these tweets as clickbait, basically, and saying that it's not fair to keep reproducing them when the party has condemned his actions, which does seem a little odd to me, because by trying to censor the media, he would actually be missing out on the fact that, we are highlighting the fact that the party has acted very correctly here and very swiftly to kick this man out.
And the fact that Mélenchon has spoken out in such a way is in itself clickbait, so he's falling into his own trap, as it were,
Indeed.
OK, so it's not just this politician then who's caused this storm of controversy on social media.
No, absolutely. Another shameful tweet this time has come from a French journalist, I hesitate to call her that really, Eugénie Bastier. She describes herself on Twitter as an agitator. She writes for Le Figaro, which is a centre-right newspaper, normally very sensible, and did some excellent reporting on Friday during that hostage situation. But as it was ongoing, just after the raid by the police had taken place, she tweeted this: don't judge this man too quickly to be a hero. Perhaps he was putting his hands on women's butts at Saint-Cyr. Now, this is a nod to another story about sexual harassment at a military college in Saint-Cyr, which was attended by Lieutenant Colonel Beltrame. She then obviously deleted the tweet after he had died, and she has written an apology saying she is deeply sorry for her idiotic tweet. However, a lot of people simply not accepting that as really enough of an apology. It also flies in the face of Le Figaro's own front page today, which is homage to a French hero. Of course, about the very same man. Now, Le Figaro have said nothing. They haven't sacked her. She's got a new article on their website today. Some people saying this is all about free speech, and this is why we were Je suis Charlie, and people continuing to fight for free speech, regardless of how offensive it may be to people, regardless of how sensitive or delicate the context of it. I think most people, though, are falling more into the category of the Twitter user who shared this image, which says, at this moment, at some point, you have to choose your side. For me, it is done. And on one side, we have, of course, Lieutenant Colonel Beltram, the hero, and on the right, the nauseating journalist.
Well, I just say don't call her a journalist, because what we do has nothing to do with what she does. I mean, she writes for Le Figaro, that's about it, and she's clearly an attention seeker in very, very bad taste. So, may she get what she has sown for herself. Let's leave it at that. And, of course, that tribute to the hero police officer is taking place on Wednesday here in Paris. Emma, thank you very much indeed.